INWIC is the International Network for Women in Cooling. It was established to bring together all the different groups for women in the sector all over the world. And one of the things that we strive to promote is a center for people to connect, mentorship programs, being able to collect what other organizations have done in other countries and give a blueprint for developing countries and countries that don't have programs for women in the RACHP sector. And we are right now launching our mentorship program. We have an online database and membership program that has a forum so that we're able to divide women into groups by language, different countries, different areas of the industry. And that way they can connect a lot faster than they would on their own. Our role is to promote and encourage women into the RACHP sector so that we can build brighter futures for this entire industry by being able to tap women as part of the answer to some of our skill gap. One of the unique things about this organization is it's made up of many organizations. We have about 14 different partners from all over the world, and we meet regularly in order to find solutions or ways to promote not just the organization, but other organizations and what they're doing to come alongside them to support their efforts. Promoting women seems to be something we all struggle with. It needs to be something more intentional. We talk about how women belong in these industries and these roles. However, we all have an optics problem. It is very difficult to find pictures of women working in these, or stories, or being able to include it in our advertising, our PR, children's stories, books, getting into Hollywood, TV shows. There's such a stigma surrounding these roles, and yet we can do a lot to start painting a new picture for future generations to be able to identify themselves in these roles as career opportunities and profitable career opportunities. Coming alongside different organizations like manufacturers, getting into with wholesalers, distributors, to be able to change up their marketing is a key piece of this. How we are presented in this field is actually hurting us in general, because we're not taking the time to share stories of successful women or use photos or examples of women engineers, even in some of the advertisements we're putting out there for getting new people. And yet this actually hurts us because we're not showing examples of how successful we are. Social media is going to be another one where we have to take advantage. All of these things are things that every company and every person right now could take a step in the right direction to do. We just have to be intentional on how we're presenting ourselves. And that's going to change up some of how the next generation engages with these roles and is able to come into this industry. It's a big deal because a lot of people, a lot of women specifically, don't intentionally set out to be in the RACHP industry. They come into it via a back door, a family member. They fall into it because of their role. And yet I think it is important that we start building a better pathway for girls to be able to set out with the intention of joining right away.